and welcome back to another episode of the Look It Up podcast. I'm Chip Homer, and this is my co-host and pawpaw, Tony Gudo. Now, this is the fourth week in a row we've done this, and we've got a lot of good viewership on Facebook under Tony Gudo and YouTube under the Look It Up podcast.
Yep, doing
So, today we're going to do a lot of stuff about the Saints and LSU and a bunch of college and NFL games coming up this week. So I'm going to let Papa take it away with the Saints updates.
Yeah, welcome, like he said, welcome to our podcast. Today I just want to talk a little bit about some additions the Saints made over the last week. They signed from Kansas City, I think it is, defensive lineman Izard, brought him in. Linebacker Iuka Leota from Pittsburgh, a linebacker they added, which we always need extra linebackers, you never know. And they signed Tommy Mellott, which is a quarterback, but he's coming here to play wide receiver, is what they're saying. So I guess he could be there if we need him in the future. Also, Jake Hanner is back on the team. They put him back on. Evidently, they're going to use him as an emergency quarterback, so you never know
just in case
quarterbacks could get hurt or something. So they brought old Jake back. So
our old model quarterback.
Yep. Looking forward to this week. It's going to be got our Saints clothes on because it's a kickoff of the NFL season. First game for the Saints, and I believe if the Saints are going to win any game in the next few weeks, it's probably going to be the first one because they have a tough road to go on the first 4 or 5 weeks of the game.
Indeed, we do.
Of the season. So anyway, they play Arizona this week at home. Arizona is a 6.5 point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the Saints have a shot at winning this football game. Kellen Moore's first game. Mm-hmm. And I heard he came out earlier this week or sometime this week and said, beware NFL. We're not just going to lay around and just forget that we're proud to play football. We're going to give you all some competition. So don't underestimate us and think we're not going to be there. But we'll be there to the end of each game. I'd like to hear that from the coach.
I love that. I love that energy.
Yep. So he's bringing in a lot of good energy for the team. Got a whole different offensive philosophy and a different defense.
Because Dennis Allen was not that type of vocal dude in the locker room.
Dennis Allen was not a good head coach. Good DC. We'll find out how he is. He's over in Chicago now. We'll see this week when they play Minnesota, I think it is, later in the week. Anyway, let's talk about a couple of games that are happening. The New Orleans game, I really think the Saints will win that game. So if you're a betting man, like I said before, bet only what you can afford to lose. If you're going to bet $10, bet $20, whatever you think you can afford to lose, just in case you don't win the game. I'm taking New Orleans plus the 6.5. I think they keep it close. I think they win it, but it's going to be a close game.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, the Chargers are playing Kansas City over in Brazil. I like the Chargers in that game. I've been saying all summer that the Chargers were getting points versus the Chiefs. I would take them. So I'm going to take the Chargers in that game. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, I got the Chargers because, so his wife, my Grammy, she has Travis Kelce and Hollywood Brown on her fantasy team. So she wants them to do good, but no. I got Kansas City losing this game, but it's going to be close because it's a neutral site. But I got the Chargers coming in week 1 and pulling this one out.
Yeah, Kansas City, like I said, we said a few weeks ago, Kansas City pulled off some lucky wins last year. They won 4 or 5, at least 5 games that they won at the end that they probably should not have won. Some of the other big games coming up this week, Pittsburgh and the Jets. The Steelers and the Jets. It's interesting because both quarterbacks have swapped teams. Aaron Rodgers last year was with the Jets, as everybody knows, and now he's with Pittsburgh. And Justin Fields
was on the Jets. Was on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He was on Pittsburgh, and now where's he at? He's with
New
the
York
Jets. So that's going to be an interesting game just to watch the two of them compete. Pittsburgh, I think, a better team overall than the Jets, so I think they'll win that game.
Because the Jets are the Jets.
The big game is the rematch, or we call our prediction is for Buffalo and Baltimore to be in the AFC championship. And they start off the season against each other on Sunday night at Buffalo. Baltimore comes in.
Is that Buffalo?
It's at Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay.
And Josh Allen versus, is Lamar Jackson playing?
We don't know because I mean, they said he got nicked up in practice, but I'm pretty confident he plays. But
I'm pretty sure he plays. I mean, I don't think they go into the game not playing. The spread's still like around 1, so they must. The bookies must assume what
that he's gonna
that he's
play.
playing. So, other couple of games is Green Bay and Detroit. That should be
That's
an
gonna be a
interesting
good game.
They're playing in Green Bay, and Green Bay's favorite. I don't know. I knew Justin Love had been nicked up too.
Jordan Love, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what
Yeah.
the deal is there. I believe Detroit's a better team, but on the road you never know. And the same teams in the north. NFC
They're in
North.
the NFC North. There's a lot of division games this week.
Yeah, and Minnesota and Chicago on Monday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then what's another one? There's a lot of good division games that are close. I think
Yeah, a lot of
the
good
Bengals play the Browns. That's a division game.
games. Mhm. Look it up. What's the schedule?
The schedule
This
for
week.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
NFL
all right.
schedule.
Look it up.
Look it up. And while he's doing that, we'll talk a little bit about what happened last week in college football. Ooh, let me tell you what happened in college football. Y'all probably already know, but a lot of things happened. Like LSU Tigers went down to Clemson, and
To
what
the
we
fake
did
Death Valley.
to the fake Death Valley, and we won the game. And not to be bragging, but for the last 3 or 4 weeks, what did we say? The defense was going to be the difference. The defense was going to be a whole lot better than they were the last 2 years.
Yep.
And you could see Blake Baker's team came to play.
We
last
actually
week.
got Blake Baker some tools to work with.
Yeah, they were tackling. They were making tackles. That's the biggest thing I saw last week in a lot of games. Like, what happened with Alabama? What happened with Alabama? Alabama lost to Florida State, 31-17. 31-17. And guess what? If you looked at the game, I watched quite a bit of that game. Alabama just seemed like they couldn't tackle. They just wouldn't. They were bumping people, hitting
Know
people,
why?
and they wouldn't wrap it up.
Know why?
Why?
Because they don't have the greatest college coach of all time anymore. Caleb
anymore.
DeBoer is not the best coach.
Well, I don't know if he's
That
going to make
based on
it.
what we saw last week.
We got to know. I mean, you got a whole season to go. That's
Yeah,
the
we
first
got-
game.
yeah,
So you
but-
never know. We'll find out. Same thing with Arch Manning in Texas.
He did not look good.
He did not look good.
Yep. And speaking of college football, Lee Corso went perfect on his picks
Yep,
for his
6-0.
final college game day. Went 6 for 6. Think he picked LSU, Florida State, Tennessee, someone else, and Ohio State, and they all won.
Yep, they all won. Oh, Lee. I hate to see him leave. He was a good thing to see every Saturday morning.
We look forward to waking up every Saturday
Yep.
morning to watch him.
But anyway, let's move on. A couple other games. We said Bama. Biggest thing with Bama, I just think they just didn't look fundamentally there to play.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was. I think they'll correct that. But they look weak enough that they can lose some games. They can lose 2 or 3 more games. They got a tough schedule this year. Another team was Tulane. Tulane looked good last
They
year.
looked very good.
Tulane
Well,
won.
I heard that they were disrespecting
They were disrespectful.
because the other team wouldn't let them wear white because of the whole Katrina
Yeah,
anniversary
they
or
wanted to
whatever.
wear their uniforms back when Katrina happened.
Yeah, and the other team
And
wouldn't
they
let them.
didn't let them. So they felt disrespected, and it showed. They won 23-3
Yeah.
against Northwestern, which is a Big Ten team. So now how high they are in the Big Ten is hard to tell. They're not really that great all the time, but still a Big Ten team should beat Tulane in
Yeah.
most cases.
A Sun Belt conference.
Yeah. So those are some of the recaps from last week. LSU, they stole a touchdown from us. We should have won by.
Yeah, that
It should've
Barryon Brown
been-
caught that touchdown, whether people like it or not.
Well, I heard announcers on all the other games were all talking about how bad a call it was.
Yeah.
So it was talked about all weekend about how bad. Even some of the games on Sunday they were talking about it. When I watched that was another game, Notre Dame and Miami. That was really a surprise. I thought Notre Dame was going to win that game, and they just got manhandled pretty much. I mean, it was a close game, but
It was a close game towards the end.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. So anyway, that's what happened in college football last week, and we've got a lot of college football coming up this week. Let's talk about some of those games. LSU will be hosting Louisiana Tech
Yeah. At the real Death Valley.
at the real Death Valley. Yes. Did you look up what I told you earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got
I
it.
looked it up. There's a lot of divisional games, like I said. There's the Dolphins, Colts. There's the Buccaneers, Falcons, Giants, Commanders, Bengals, Browns, 49ers, Seahawks, Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. Yeah, there's a lot of division.
A lot of good games,
in
and
the NFL.
of course, it's hard to tell in the NFL. I mean, the first week is kind of like college football. The first week, a lot of things can happen. We don't really know what everybody has. We know what everybody's projected to have, but that don't mean it's going to happen. Let's talk a little bit about the college games. There's other interesting games this week. SMU, Texas Battle takes on Baylor, the Baylor Bears. Baylor lost last week. Baylor lost last week to Auburn. Auburn beat Baylor last week. That's an SEC team. SMU, I think, is the better team here, and they're at home. So I would, if you're going to bet on the game, bet light. Don't bet anything you can't afford, but I would take SMU. The other game is Illinois and Duke. They're playing at Duke. Now, Illinois got a real good team, a good quarterback, but Duke seems to always have a good defense.
Yeah, they always seem
with that coach they got.
Yeah, they always got to seem to have a good defense.
Yeah, what's his name, the coach? Diaz. Yeah. And he does a good job on the defensive side, so I think he'll be pretty strong there. That's going to be a very close game. I don't know which team will take on that one. Iowa State, Iowa. Oh, the big matchup. Iowa State will probably win this game, but it's always close. It's always close.
But the Cyclones are always they're always been good the last few years.
They're more explosive on the offensive side. Iowa doesn't score a lot.
No,
but they always play defense. Iowa plays.
I think it was 2 years ago. The dude was like, "I won't stop drinking beers until the Iowa team scores."
Until they score. That's right.
And they did not score that game. He was drinking beers that whole night. I don't remember that. That was funny.
Another couple of games, they got Mizzou and Kansas, which is like a rematch of the Big 12. They used to be both in the Big 12. Mizzou is like a 6.5 point favorite at home against Kansas. I don't know. I think Mizzou probably covers that game, but it's close. So I don't know. I wouldn't bet it, but you can if you want. If you're unsure, they always say, do what? Take the points. So do whatever you want to do. Another interesting game is Florida and South Florida. What happened last week with South Florida?
They blew the brakes off of Boise State. Boise State was 25 last week?
Yeah.
25th nation.
Yeah,
and South Florida was unranked. They came in there. I think they came into Boise.
It was like Thursday night.
No, they was at home. South Florida.
Thursday night game.
Yeah, it was a Thursday night week 0 game.
Yeah.
And
no, that was week one. That was week one.
Oh, it was week one?
Yeah.
Yeah, South Florida came in to their home game at Boise State and won that game single-handed.
So Florida got to be careful.
Yeah, Florida got to.
That game is a good game, but I think Langley and that team will probably do fine.
Lagway, yeah.
What's his name?
DJ Lagway.
I always get his name wrong. Lagway, not Langley. Lagway.
DJ Lagway.
Okay, anyway, I think Florida probably covers that spread, but they got to be careful. But South Florida, with what they did in that game, they let everybody know how good they are. So people are not going to overlook them, I don't think.
They don't have a too hard of a game. I think they got Florida, and then they play Clemson somewhere down the road. And I think that's their hardest games.
Yeah. Well, they usually don't play no big name teams.
Yeah.
They play their division. I think they're in the same division with Tulane and that bunch, right? I think so.
No, I think they're in the Big Ten.
No.
But I could be wrong.
They're not in the Big Ten.
No, not the Big Ten, the Big 12.
Might be, but I don't think so. I think they're in the same division with South Alabama and Tulane and all that.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Anyway, look it up. Always look it up.
All right, we always got to look it up.
Look it up and let's find out for sure.
Conference?
What conference is South Florida in?
They are in the AAC, the American Athletic Conference.
That's with Tulane. Yeah.
No, the two.
Who they with? Who's in that conference?
Tulane. I can't find it. Here we go.
Okay, let's move on to a few other games while we're looking that up. The Vandy is going to Virginia Tech. Go play the Hokies, and Vandy's getting points. So I kind of like Vandy in this game. Vandy's going to have a decent team.
Okay, I got it.
They're in the same division with Tulane.
Yeah. Okay. So the AAC consists of Cincinnati, UConn, Memphis, Wichita State, Houston, Central, UCF, Temple, Southern Methodist,
That's it.
SMU, Tulsa, South Florida, and Tulane, and East Carolina.
Okay, that's what I thought that was the race division.
Yeah, you're right.
So, anyway, Vandy and Virginia Tech playing at the Hokies. I think Vandy probably win that game. Vandy's got a decent team. I don't think they can play with the likes of LSU and Texas, Georgia, but they're going to be middle of the road.
They
I
got a
think, in
good
the
defense,
SEC.
pretty
And
much
they got
every
a young
year.
quarterback that's bragging, saying how good he is. So I guess we'll find out how good he really is against Virginia Tech. But Virginia Tech did not look good last week.
No, they did not look good whatsoever.
So, also the biggest game, really, the ranked teams is Michigan and Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, they're playing in Oklahoma. Michigan's defense is probably going to be the catalyst, but both teams have a defense, good defense. The Oklahoma coach, he came from Clemson. He was always what's his name? Venable. He came from Clemson, and he was a defensive coordinator there. Always did a good job when he was there. He got this job at Oklahoma, but hasn't been doing well. This is like his third year, I think, maybe fourth. But I think it's his third, and he hasn't been winning the games that they expected to win. They should do it this year, is what they predicted. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I just don't see how they're going to beat Michigan, or at least cover that spread. I'd take Michigan in the 4 or 5 points, whatever the spread is. Okay, anything else you want to cover?
No, I think that's it for today. I know today was a little short, but we just we breathed to it today. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. This is the 4th episode of Look It Up Podcast. Share and comment on our episodes. We love feedback and we love you getting it around to other people. Please share and comment and like and subscribe to YouTube and follow. Yes. Thanks for watching the Look It Up Podcast.
Go Saints!
Go Tigers!